Hi everybody, it is Friday, January 25th. I'm just doing another quick update on things. I'm going to be doing groceries today, which you'll hopefully see a grocery haul within a week or so of what we've done. I've literally not done any groceries at all in January. There was a couple of just picking up some pop because my husband wants pop, and there was I think some picking up some lettuce, salad stuff before we went to the hospital. So, an update with that. I'm going to be doing the low spend January and February, but I'm not going to take into account a Valentine's Day or my birthday, just to kind of, I need to use a lot of stuff that's in my fridge and freezer, and in my pantry, okay? Because while I was in the hospital, my husband and my daughter managed to survive off of what was here in the house, because all I had picked up, that was another thing I picked up before I went to the hospital, was I was supposed to do groceries that Thursday. The lady I do groceries with, I called her up because we got a call from the doctor saying, okay, go to CHIO, your results have come in, that there was positive for blood in the stool and stuff like that, so there must have been internal bleeding, so that is why we went. For the low hemoglobin, and she was getting worse and everything like that. I was trying to get a hold of the doctor for a couple of days, but couldn't, like that specific doctor. We've now changed that hematologist to the one at CHIO, because that doctor was really hard to get a hold of. Could not leave a message. I tried 46 times trying to call them, and just kept on getting busy signals, or getting their answer machine that says don't leave a message because there's no tape. I'm like, okay, it's 2019. Who has a tape in their answer machine? Anyways, squirrel. On another note, so we now are being seen by CHIO, which we have an update. We go on February 6th for hematology, where some more results should be in by then. One of the test results that we have is a DNA blood hemoglobin test thing to see if there's any irregularities with the actual blood, with genes and chromosomes and all that stuff. That's supposed to take a few months. So, because they have to send it to a DNA lab, and then they go through the sequencing for a while, and then they send it back. So that one, like, her iron has gone up while we were in hospital. So that is why they discharged us, and her health had improved like 50% to what it was when we were admitted. Like, she was up for maybe 3 or 4 hours during the daytime, maybe max, barely hardly eating. Like, she was up to eat, and then she was nauseous and stuff. So we've been dealing with a lot of stuff like that. So they think it's kind of like chronic fatigue as well as low hemoglobin. But why the low hemoglobin? This is like the third time it's been hugely low without any results of figuring out what is causing it. I mean, she might just be a person that she needs to have a regular dose of iron, but right now she's on 450 milligrams of iron a day, which I think is a little bit high. They think it's fine, but that's not really a sustainable amount. So that is for a long-term process. I'll keep you guys up to date, usually my live streams and stuff, and how she's doing. She's doing pretty good since we've been home. Unfortunately, while we were in the hospital, our cat Sushi passed away last Tuesday, not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. So like while we were in there for about 6 days, her cat passed away unexpectedly, was sudden. And so that did not help with her well-being while in the hospital either. So unfortunately that has happened, and that's a really sad story. Her cat was going to be 10 this year, so wasn't too old, and was not showing any health things. So we're dealing with a lot of stuff on our plate. That is why you have not seen videos from me. I have a few that had been scheduled to be edited or uploaded. Like, all I needed to do was just upload them, so you might be seeing a few of those coming out soon, but those ones were taken before we went to the hospital. Also, an update with the spending and stuff like that. I have not done groceries since then. I'm going to be doing groceries today. I'm not going to be spending my whole grocery budget, I don't believe, because we still have lots of food. I'm really thankful for our friends and family that have given us meals and rides to and from the hospital. I stayed with her the whole time at the hospital, and my youngest daughter came after school, and my husband came after work. Like, he was there the first 5 days of hospital experience, coming in the morning, and that to talk with the doctors and stuff to see what the plan was. But I thought I would do a little bit of update. We have still pretty much a lot of food in the freezers, a lot in the pantry, and we will be going through that in the next few weeks. I figure in the next 5 weeks I should have enough room in my freezer to actually possibly look at getting a meat order in the spring, because there's a lot of things that are partial meals. See, my daughter did not necessarily want to do a lot of cooking and that, so they basically used any pre-made meals, stuff that did not require, like, had lots of ingredients, but there was not a lot of already done stuff. So but I do hope to do some freezer meals to put in the freezer, so that when times like this happens, they can easily be done and taken out. What else? That's about it. It's still snowing. I'm outside because it's better light out here. It's still snowing some right there. Not much, so thank goodness for that. That's all good. And that's about, I just wanted to kind of do an update on just life. So right now, life is still a bit hectic. We've only been home a couple days. My house was in disarray before we went to the hospital, and my oldest daughter basically just maintained that, and basically did laundry for her and her dad, and just like throwing stuff into the dishwasher. There's still, still some dishes and counters that, like, everything was just left on the counter. Just beforehand, I had cleared off some counters, and then while I was gone, she just put other stuff on the counter. So I have to do a lot of cleaning and that. So you'll be seeing probably some videos of me organizing my pantry and freezer, planning meals, hopefully some videos with Abby, and some live streams with her, as honestly she hasn't been to school since like middle of November. She went one day in December, and she was sent home within half an hour because she was nauseous and fainting and stuff, about feeling like she was going to faint and be dizzy and all that. So hopefully with this health increase, and that she'll be able to start a second term for, I think, February 1st, because she literally lost a whole term, so a whole half year of school. But our main focus is her health. Our family's health, and just trying to get back on schedule for things. I do hope that this encourages you to just be there for your family and stuff. And all I can say is thank God that I'm a stay-at-home mom, that I was able to stay with her and not lose income, or that my husband had to take off work, but his work was really accommodating. He did one day of teleworking, which is really hard to do in the hospital because the internet's kind of shabby. I should have probably tried to take some videos while we were there, but honestly, we had so many doctors and nurses, and it's a teaching hospital, so residences and medical students and stuff, and nursing students coming in and out all the time, that we had all these tests. Like, she had like something like 75 different tests going on in a 2-week period. Everything from a gastro emptying test to blood work to EEGs to x-rays to ultrasounds to everything, just boom, 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 just to try and find what the heck is going on. So all I can say is thank goodness for Canadian healthcare, that it cost us nothing. My daughter's food and stuff, she could order from the menu from 8 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night, whatever she wanted. There were some limits of certain things that were less healthy that she could only order once a day, like she could only order cookies once a day or poutine, but their food was not seasoned with salt and pepper, so you had to ask for salt and pepper on the side or seasoning. So My food was not included, even though I was expected to stay. So that is why there were some meals. So what usually happened was my friends who dropped my daughter off at the hospital in the afternoon would bring a meal that when my husband got off work, we met up at the hospital and we ate supper as a family, just to kind of keep something normal to do. So we brought it down to the cafeteria, which was closed in the evenings, to eat in the cafeteria as a family, because the room is not very big to eat. We ate once or twice in the room, but it's not very big. Oh yeah, nice to see. That's about it. So we still have a couple of things that were left over from that, like one portions of things. And that's about it, I think. I'm trying to think anything else. So I hope to do a live stream maybe tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, to just chat with people and answer anybody's questions. Feel free to put any comments below. Okay, have a great day, and talk to you later. Bye, friends. Mwah.